I'm so funny. I'm the best.
Oh, did we start?
I'm the funniest. Of course we started, you big...
Oh.
You big dummy.
Oh, silly me.
You big stink face, McSpazatron.
We're doing Onimusha.
Onimusha. Onimusha.
All right, what's the history of this
thing? Oh, my gosh, this guy.
It's close to knowing what it said.
I kind of did the thing.
It's a fly.
Good.
Oh, okay.
Where's the...
Volume?
Working. I think that's this. Well, I have game audio here, but it wasn't working before. No.
Oh.
Not quite. Anyone out there, let us know if this actually sounds good or not. Our voices should sound better now because we each have a microphone now.
Yeah.
And they're right next to our lip.
I love my lip.
I love my lips. My lips are so great. Oh, we'll have to test it.
Veggie Tales?
Veggie Tales?
Yes.
No.
The song is I love my lips.
That's so dumb. That's so stupid. I
It is.
love my lips.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It is epic.
Epic.
Wonderful.
So this is probably one of the only mature rated games we'll be able to watch or be able to play. Normally we won't probably play it because there's like a lot of swearing in most mature rated games.
Mm-hmm.
This is just violence. There is one part that's like kind of fake
Just
nudity, but not really. It's not really nudity.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see what I'm talking about. Go watch.
Oh.
Arrow to the throat. Oh man. That is
Violent.
That is yucky.
I don't remember.
I don't remember Japan being
Outlanders.
so gross. Well, you've never been to Japan. That's the problem, Tyler.
No.
That's not even what I was gonna say.
Not quite on my bucket list yet. I just kind of want to someday go to Vegas without having to stay with family.
Yeah. That's the dream, I guess, for Tyler. I just want to go to Vegas. Can I go to Vegas, please?
I would just love a vacation where I'm not staying with family and I have a nice hotel or somewhere and I don't have to worry about the cost. That would be, you know what I mean?
I know, but I think I wish you well on your journey. I wish you well on your trying to get this done.
I got a new client this week.
I don't know that it's gonna happen, sir. You got a new what?
A client.
That's
a new
good.
client.
So you have 3 now?
Yes.
That's good.
Plus my dad.
So 4?
Yeah. 4 clients.
That's good.
And I had another interview yesterday for a 5th.
Well, good.
And then I'd be super full. Because I put 2 10-hour days in the last 2 days.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, so the whole thing of this, that's that same guy again that got shot through the throat.
What?
Shot through the throat.
He's looking good.
Yeah, I know. Bro did whatever, put some touch up on those eyes. Like, he's looking good.
Sharp.
Okay, so the whole thing is that's Nobunaga, and Nobunaga is a real guy in history.
Okay.
But this is like a retelling of like that, story, I guess, if you want to call it that.
Mm-hmm.
And so Nobunaga, in this story, he's enlisted the help of demons to overtake Inabayama Castle. That's where we're headed to. That's what this letter is saying. So that princess, she wrote a letter to Samanosuke, that's the guy that we are, and she needs protection, but Samanosuke wasn't in time, and so he's here to fight and get and to protect her. So that is her job. That is his job. That's his intention on this journey, on this gurney that we're going on.
So damsel in distress.
I know, so scandalous. Damsels in distress. Can't have damsels in distress anymore.
I know.
They all have to be girl bosses.
Love it.
So dumb.
So
Why is the world so stupid now? So dumb. So stupid.
yeah, I was listening to a story how how you like play fight with your wife or girlfriend.
Sure, just
arm
like
wrestle and like
sure.
and
Or
like
real
go
wrestle or
super-
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, super.
You don't actually really try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, this couple was like, play fighting, but he had never like really shown her his strength.
Right.
But
So,
he
like,
was
punched
running
her in the
late
face?
one day. He was running late one day, and he just picked her up and just moved her out of the way and said, "I'm late. I have to go."
Yeah.
And it scared her. Apparently.
Yeah.
She never realized how outmatched she really was.
Right.
And I don't.
I'm gonna try and.
It surprises me
Hold on,
how
everybody.
big of a revelation that is to some people.
Right. Right. Well, and the thing is it's like we're not. It's not like people are trying to, be, overdone or bad or do anything like that. But it's like, yeah, like if you, speakers are not the microphone. Okay, so now that should work. Okay, there we go. Now I can do it the way that I like to do it.
Cool.
It's the game audio. Okay, sorry about that, everybody.
I think I saw
should
the
be better.
beginning of this game.
I think we did once. Because I couldn't remember if I played this with you. Because the other one I was going to do was Metal Gear, and I definitely played that with you, but we never actually got it on like a stream.
Right.
And got it like done. And so I was like, well, we're going to figure this out. So I was like, well, let's play Onimusha.
Uh-oh.
Ah!
Oh. She
Princess Yuki!
doesn't look good.
Princess Yuki! Princess Yuki!
Is she alive? Is she dead?
Who knows?
I don't know.
Who cares? They're going to die, though.
Threat? Uh-oh.
So this is one of my favorite games of all time. This was when I don't know if you remember Ken. Do you remember Ken that came and lived with us? The Chinese
foreign exchange student.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he introduced me to tons of stuff like this. So like Onimusha.
Princess
This is
Yuki,
where
Your
like he
Highness.
was the one. I always liked Street Fighter, but then he kind of like made me really like it again. He's actually Ken. So he
Samanosuke,
named himself Ken.
it's really
His
you.
real name is Gao.
I
He
knew
named
that you
himself
would come
Ken
to
after,
save me.
the Street Fighter character Ken because that was his favorite character.
Uh-huh.
I watched my first World Cup with him, so like I was
have
in the
missed
ninth
you
grade,
so much
Right.
since
and
you
he
left the
was I
castle.
think a senior. Yeah, 'cause then
He was really big. He was like
yeah
as
he
big
was
as Dan.
yeah he was not a small guy. Like
Yeah.
when you think of like probably a foreign exchange student.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, and I don't know, maybe like Chinese. I don't really think of like big either. But no, he was just as big as me.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
he, so he's probably like 6'2".
Right.
And at that time he was probably like 250. And it's like and he played basketball and he played soccer and he did kung fu. So like I love him. Me and him became very, very close. Me and him were probably the closest out of all of us. And he slept in what was my room, and then I slept in Ryan's room.
Princess.
While he was there, but then he actually never went back. He actually stayed in the United States, went to college in California. He's actually still living in California. He has a baby now, has a little daughter. I think he's a cab driver, but he seems like he's happy.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to him when my grandma died. I talked to him. So it's been a couple years since I've talked to him, but every once in a while we say hi to each other.
Right.
It looks like he's doing well. But yeah, so this was one of the games that he introduced me to. And so I have a huge, this has a huge place in my heart. I love this game. It is a really good game. So what happened? So this is like
that has been subverted by
the main Street Fighter that made Resident Evil. So, and Devil May Cry. So like, they make Resident Evil, right? Like, so this guy is saying, look, you need to defeat these people, these demons, but you can't yet because you are just immortal, so we're going to give you the power of the ogres. Okay, so these are ogres, and they're going to allow me to suck in demon energy when I kill them, and that's how, that's like currency as well in this game. So then I'll be able to, buy upgrades and, do stuff like that.
By bringing people the souls of demons.
The souls of demons.
Fortune has smiled upon me this day.
He has this new gauntlet thing.
Gauntlet.
So this is actually a PlayStation 2 game. This is a remaster on the PS4.
And save
so I do have the PS2 version. It's over there. And there's Onimusha 2 and 3, so we can play those. I'm not sure if I have something to put the PlayStation 2, though, on Twitch. Because I don't know if I have an HDMI. I think I do. Because I feel like I played a PS2 game on Twitch already, but I can't remember. So that's what this is explaining. Magic attacks. Anyways, so... Oh, we're not doing tank controls? Oh, that's nice. So normally, you do... So that's block. Normally you do tank controls, which are up is forward, left and right, but this is actually just doing the normal controls. Games like this, in my opinion, actually balance from tank controls because they have set pieces. So if you notice, the reason why this looks like good graphics is, and it looks like you can tell that he looks different compared to his environment.
Right.
It's because those are painted.
Right.
So those are painted. They overlay them.
Yeah.
He sits in it, but these are not rendered the same way that Sasuke is. And then when I switch, it switches camera views.
Yeah.
So the camera view is fixed, and then I switch to the next view. So that's how Resident Evil games were done, and that's actually how they made very good-looking games without them having to take a lot of computing power. So that's how they overcame it.
Yeah. Because everything's painted.
Right. So the computer doesn't actually have to. Oh, that guy's dead.
He's not doing well.
He's not doing well. No. So the game doesn't actually have to render anything that is the environment. It just has to render the characters. So that's a lot easier to. Gosh.
Swing at him. So these guys look like clocks.
My face looks like a So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all right. That was kind of mean. So yeah, so this is the beginning of the game. This is the beginning of the whole journey.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting because it's he's obviously not
Really quick.
they didn't put him there to look like he was walking, you know?
Right. So the original game, you could miss this thing that allows you to replay the game with a with a panda suit. So I don't want to miss them, and I don't remember if they fixed that in this version. So I'm going to look that up real quick, just so that I don't, because otherwise I could just like go back.
Right.
Oh no, I think I remember what it was. There's a, okay, I won't spoil that. But there is a part that, like, if you move too forward in the game, then something gets blocked. I think that's what it is. So I have to make sure that I don't do that.
Gotcha.
Or I can just have multiple saves. That's really how you, like, the smartest thing that game developers did is they were like, I'm out of here, bro.
Someone is there.
Don't close the door. Oh, just lock me in here with these demons. What a... Your haircut is stupid.
Here,
and
Here, I'll hold the door open so that you can get out, and then we'll close it. How about that? But no. Let's
just be jerks about it.
You got a sword. You got this.
You can do it, and I'm too scared. And then there's that finishing blow. I love it.
That looked really painful.
That didn't look good.
Open the door. I've killed all
Open the door. Yeah, but
They're all dead.
I think they're all dead.
Yeah, I wouldn't be talking to you if demons were still there.
Oh man, this guy.
Oh, how did you know his haircut was bad? Yep, slap.
We are very sorry. Please forgive us.
Played this
happened to
game
you?
way too many times.
They
What
came out of
happened to
nowhere.
you? Well, you locked the door. That's what happened to me. You nerd. Like,
There's a head of us that way?
slap
what do you mean?
You left me in there to die.
Like, I'm like, hey, let me come to, and you're like, no, he's a demon too.
Why would you think I'm a demon?
Oh my gosh! And then you like, I should kill you right now. Die.
Missed.
You're lucky the game decides that I can't. Ugh, I would have killed you so hard.
I'm sure so many people
Oh my gosh.
wanted to kill him.
Oh, he's a butt face. Ah!
Wow. Whoa.
As you can see, there's different kinds of enemies. They do different things.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a really pretty game. That's for sure.
it is.
Ooh.
Well, now that's like the whole point that I was getting. I was like, it renders it, and then he's different, and you can tell. But Capcom always use that as a die bat.
Bah! Bat!
You know, and that's the whole thing, right? That's like the whole premise, is that you know, that they were able to do this in such a good way. Okay, so I don't think that, even if I can't come back here, I'm fine. Okay, we're gonna trust it. If not, I'll be sad. I'll be a sad.
Ah! Ah! Bats.
Scare me. Oh. Die! But yeah, so.
Don't bat at me.
Oh. Why? Stop backflipping. Oh. You're so annoying.
I don't know if it was a spoiler.
Oh! But
You
yeah,
seem to
so
know
the
some of these guys
history,
are coming.
the history of, so Capcom makes Resident Evil, and they're like, hey, we're gonna make sequel to it, and then they started like doing this thing, and they're like, okay, so let's do a game called Devil May Cry. Well, that's originally what the title, I believe, of what this was gonna be, and then they were like, okay, we're gonna make a sequel, but then what eventually became Devil May Cry was like what they thought was gonna be the sequel, and so it's like all 3 games were from Capcom using very similar engines, but they obviously went very different directions. To the brave one who finds and is reading the scroll, cast all thoughts aside and heed my words. There exists an ogre's gauntlet that draws its power from the souls of those who are slain by demons. Master its secrets and great powers will be yours. Remember, without the power of the ogres, you are no match for the demons. Swig it!
Again.
Swig it! Don't worry, everyone is secretly not able to say things that are not their dialects. Die! But yeah, so like the
Sweet.
look at that! I got both of them.
Nice.
You guys set for it. So that's the thing I'm trying to find. Whoa!
Behind you. He dead.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
see,
there's
they even move.
that's
like
what
frogs.
that's what makes these things like that's what makes this game challenging is that because you can't see beyond the corners, right?
Right.
I don't know that they were there. I didn't know they were gonna jump out and try to eat my face.
Right.
And so pots. So yeah. Master Thogan and I have learned follow the monster that has been kidnapped people around town has led us to this cave. The cave seems to be a nest for demons. Every kind of monster imaginable, even ones I never would have believed to exist. They call themselves demons. They hate sunlight and seem to have lived underground since before the human race even existed. My master has already made up his mind to go into the cave. I'm confident that he has the power to banish the demons. I have little talent for drawing. Yeah, no duh. And I also have faith and courage. So I have a little talent. I thought he was like, I can't draw very well. So not be afraid of the monsters. As such, I'm going to record everything I see. This is going to be the most bizarre book in history. Saimu.
English is weird. I have little talent. I have a little talent.
Yeah.
Totally two different meanings.
One back in here. So this thing. Okay. All right.
Turn right.
All right.
Yeah, you're
okay.
doing good.
All right.
Straight.
So
straight.
this is these are the powers that I can get. Okay.
Right.
So these are the different powers that I can get.
Okay.
This is the lightning sword. Acha.
Ah.
I want to see. Am I? Yeah, I am. I'm signed in. Okay.
Well done.
I'm just surprised that I'm getting all of these trophies. I would have, because I've played this on this version before. So, okay. Now, how do I pull up the map? The map. Maps are not really like very good because
Wow.
it's like that, and it's like, oh, okay. Like it's not
It's
not
not
as
helpful.
dynamic as like you would hope.
Like it
So,
is in Zelda.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, you know exactly where you are.
Die.
Die.
Sure, just stand there, demons. It's okay.
Yeah.
Watch your friend just, succumb to this sword.
So yeah, so now I'm sucking up demons. I am opening. So I like to open and find everything as best I can. So I definitely am a treasure hunter. These will help me eventually because I'll need to solve puzzles using that language. You know what? I'm gonna try. Hold on. I need. Oh, this is what I want. I want honors with honors. Let's see the things. Okay, so these are, I'm guessing, trophies. Yeah. These are trophies. I wouldn't mind platinum this game. Maybe that'll be a thing we do. Is we platinum this game. That'd be fun.
Sure.
I was hoping I could see controls. I feel like I want tank controls. I don't want these controls the way they are. Okay, left stick, free controls. Oh, D-pad. Okay, I get it now. Okay. So, let me show you. These are tank controls, okay? Do you see how I'm, like, moving like this? That's just pushing right on the D-pad.
Okay.
This is just left. If I push forward, wherever he's going, he'll move forward. So this is how the game is meant to be played. Like, I'm meant to move like this. And the reason that a game like this is actually probably better in tank controls, because if I go back to the joystick, it's like, so I go down here. So, okay. So I'm moving down, right? I'm pushing down to go towards us. When the camera switches, I'm still pushing down, so I'm still moving. But if I let go of the joystick, if I push down again, now I go back. So, like, it keeps it the way that you're going, but then when you try to, like, switch it to go the way you're supposed to go, you see how I do that, like, weird, like, kind of like juddery thing?
Right.
That's because it's not, like, I have to, like, switch because I'm like, no, I want to go that way. And so, yeah.
Right.
So it's a silly mess. Okay, this is a puzzle box. These are fun. So what I need to do is put them in the right order in a certain amount of moves. And then I can just keep doing this. So I believe it is this and this and this. Yep.
Nice.
I really like this
You're
game.
good at math.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Hopefully.
And
Who knows?
yeah,
People think I'm
kind
good
of
at
a fun puzzle.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I really like about this game is it's a good balance of action and puzzles. So this is one of those things. So those books. So if I go to files, I have some of the language, and so if I go back here, it's like, what clan has been subverted by the demons, and so ogre is the answer, but I don't know how to spell ogre yet. Does that make sense? So then when I come back here, like, this book is specifically talking about that, but I only have certain pages of it. So eventually I'll be able to come back and, like, do that. Enhance. So the pink. So I have two things I can enhance with each weapon. One is the actual blade or the whatever weapon I'm using. And then the other one is, like, the actual magic behind it.
Okay.
So I usually do this first. One is because there's going to be, you're going to see some things that I can't enter or exit yet. So, like, this door has one blue thing on it. Eventually it'll have multiple. So in order for me to end it, that's how you, like, get locked out of areas and have to, like, grind a little bit. The game is really well paced, though, that, like, you're usually full, like, OP Onimusha before you even have to, like, you rarely have to actually, like, grind. Like, if you just play through the game, you usually are able to, like,
Right.
So those guys are demented Sonic. That's what happened when he decided to use the Chaos Crystal a little too much. And he turned into those. Now, how he propagated himself, I have no idea.
Took some.
He was like, I don't like Amy. I like to be a demon. So, yeah. Sometimes. Oh my goodness!
Block.
So I need to block more. Who wants to block?
I know. Defense.
Blocking
How
is
silly.
dumb. No one likes to play defense. I just want 3-pointers. The NBA is so boring.
It is so boring.
It is, like, so unfun. And it's like, the only sport now, even though I, like, coach baseball, like, the only sport that I really like to watch is either soccer or football. That's it.
Yeah.
I really don't even care. It's like, and that's weird, you know, for me personally, because it's like, grew up playing baseball, you grew up playing baseball, but it's like, when was the last time you watched a baseball game?
I have no idea.
I have free MLB.TV, and I don't watch it that much.
Right.
Like, I just don't. I just don't.
It is just not the same. And they are trying so hard.
My God.
He is not.
Oh, he beat
not
me.
pleasant.
He's got a big ass. Mommy fed him very well. Ah!
He's doing very well for himself.
Would you just leave me alone?
Sonic?
Sonic!
Oh.